We are there. And we're there. Okay. So what you see is what they're getting. Okay. So here we go. We are now live here. And we are now live here. Okay, what I did is I set us both live on Facebook and live on YouTube through the same camera. So greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Martial Arts History Museum. I am here with one of the biggest icons of the martial art. It's my honor and privilege to be here. Right now it's 12:43. We're 2 minutes early. But I am here with one of the icons of the martial arts, one of the toughest fighters there ever was, star of stage and screen. No, star of screen. That's the star of screen. And the bishop himself, Mr. Donnie Williams, right here, guys. Donnie Williams.
Amen. It's a blessing to be here with you, Mike. I am so. First of all, I am really proud of you. Let me just say that.
No, thank you.
I am proud of you. What God has done. Also, the work that you put in, and the museum is, I think, one of the things will go down in history. It will go down in history. So I'm glad to be a part of what you're doing. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. So we are here to all over the world. People are saying hello from Norco, home of Randy Halsey. Thank you, Terry. And let's see, Dan Hansen's is sick at home, but he's watching. How is everybody? Respect to everybody. Have a wonderful day. So people are going to put their comments on here so we can answer their comments. Today we are debuting the biography of Mr. Donnie Williams, Bishop himself. We're doing the biography. Of course, somebody calls on the phone. Let's just see what it is. No, we can call here. Decline. Okay. Sorry about that. There we go. Nice. Yes, so we are broadcasting live, so we can introduce the biography and what it's about and everything like that. So what it is about, we do our biographies of our Hall of Famers, especially, mostly, not all the time. We do a few significant achievers, but our Hall of Famers to show the impact what they did in America and history and the world as well. And we are just thrilled to death to have Bishop Donnie Williams inducted into the Martial Arts History Museum's Hall of Fame, I think in 2003. Yes,
right. And right next to us is the award here. And I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of it. That was our first award. That was in Las Vegas. That was in Las Vegas. That was right. That was our first time we actually did a dinner for the Hall of Fame, and that was very touching time. We had a big TV up there and showing the video of people's lives, and it was outrageous. You know, we had such a heart-wrenching, how you say, a heartfelt time. I know I did. I felt very good about it. And we had a lot of stars come out, and a lot of the champions came out. And celebrated the event. And so I'm praying that God would open the door, that it will happen the next time even bigger. That's my prayer. So martial art, and to all of you martial artists, you know, it is important to remember that once you become a champion and once you become a Hall of Famer, it's for life. It's not for that moment. It's for life. You know, Muhammad Ali was a champion years ago, but he was a champion for life. So it's important that we support the Martial Art Museum. Yeah, you know, when we had the first awards there in Vegas, that we actually did it, Howard Jackson was there. And Howard says, you know, Mike, I'm going to these awards, but I fought these guys. And I said, how am I supposed to react? I said, but now we're all friends. That's right. Goes, okay. That is right. In fact, I have the memory of Howard Jackson, and I really thank God for the time that we had spent together, because I did his service at his homegoing, and it was really a blessing for me to do that with all of his friends. 65 champions came out and did an interview. I have the videotape. I taped it for all the champions, so it was a blessing. Oh, how wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. I remember visiting him in the hospital, and it was he was a great guy. He really opened doors for us and helped us connect with Chuck Norris at the time. He was working for Chuck, so that was good to have him part of our lives. Yes. You know, I do want to say, I know we're going to talk about the oh, that's all right. We can talk about anything we want here. But I do want to say that I had an opportunity to do my very first film, you know, and it's called Brothers by Choice. And
because of the pandemic, everything sort of like was pushed to the side in getting the release date. We did have it in the theaters, and not in the theaters, but in the theater once. And so, but the point I wanted to say was that I had Steve Muhammad, Robert Temple. Robert Temple is such a sweetheart, such a sweetheart. And we had Alex. We had quite a few of the martial artists involved with the film that they gave of their time. So hopefully, when we get all this settled, we want to have it also debuted there at the museum.
Nice,
or
nice,
give you a copy just to have the show whenever you're ready. Give you rights to do it.
That'd be fantastic. Love it, love it. So Bishop Williams is so talented. He's got set cameras, everything. He knows his stuff, you know. So music, everything. He's all contained in one here. So in case you didn't know, Bishop is Bishop of the church here. What is the name of the church and where it's at?
It's called the Family Church. And we have 5 churches that I oversee, from Vegas to Africa, and 3 churches here locally in California. So it's the Family Church International. Family Church International. In fact, you can watch us sometime on Facebook. That is the TFC space INTL. Again, TFC, a space INTL on Facebook. And I think it's the same on YouTube, but it's the Family Church.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much.
I love it. I love the church. I love God.
We are honored to have Sifu Samuel Kwok watching. Sifu Samuel Kwok, one of the students of Hitman.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. He says we must support the Martial Arts History Museum. Thank you, Sifu, for watching. We're very honored to have you here as part of our audience here. Let's see who else is online. Chris Pelletieri, thank you so much. Chris Pelletieri is online. Thank you. Terry Lee Lopez. Robert Redfeather's online. And Marcel says, I'm watching the biography right now on YouTube. Jen Loffer, congrats, amazing achievement. Now, if you guys are on, we didn't broadcast, but if you're on Facebook Live, if you don't mind going over to the Martial Arts History Museum's YouTube channel and watching us from there, we're live on both broadcasts. So if you don't mind going over there, that'll be great because we get points if you watch it from YouTube. So you don't have to go, but if you want to go, that's great. So right now, the biography, I don't try to leave things to the last minute. I'm not a last minute person. So that's why we came a little early and set up the Wi-Fi so that way we weren't scrambling at 12:45.
Yes.
But I already put the biography of Donnie Williams live right now on the YouTube page. So if you go to YouTube page and you get tired of watching us, so we're going to be on here for a little bit, but if you get tired of watching us and want to watch the biography, you can watch it literally right now on the Martial Arts History Museum's channel, and you'll see the Donnie Williams biography. So you can watch it before we even put the link on here. You can go to the YouTube channel and see it. But anyway, we're having a fantastic time. You know, doing these biographies were a lot of fun.
Yes.
I love biographies. I love to do it. I've told my audience I listen to a biography every day of somebody. Biographies, I think they're special to have. And to do it about your history and your life. You know, a Bishop was one of the founders of the Black Karate Federation.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that as well.
Well, first of all, to really talk about the BKF is to talk about Steve Muhammad. I know that most of you know Steve, Joe Muhammad.
AKA Steve Sanders.
Absolutely. What happened is one day I was at home and my wife and I had separated. And I went and asked Steve Muhammad, I said, can I spend the weekend at your house? And he said, yes. And that's the beginning of me knowing him for 53 years almost. But the BKF is the Black Karate Federation. The Black Karate Federation was originally designed, and Steve Muhammad pushed to have it, so that Black kids in rural areas, in areas where they couldn't afford to go to karate classes, something, they could be still taught the martial art and be a part of an organization. And at one time, we had over 17,000 members worldwide. In fact, I think in Kenya, Africa, right at this very moment, they have something in the neighborhood of about 5,000 members of the BKF. So, but the BKF was designed for that purpose. Steve Muhammad, and I don't want to put too much pressure on Steve Muhammad, but he is the reason we have a BKF. He is the reason that the BKF had fighters and champions because he taught them in the manner that they had the courage and skill and the ability to fight. That was one of the things that he gave me. Byung Yu taught me my basics. Master Byung Yu in Taekwondo was my basics. That's where my root came out of. And Kempo became my secondary training art. And then it became the Black Federation style. But the BKF have won so many championships, so many champions in our organization. We have a videotape was done in 2012 and also in 1999. We have over, I think it's 52 champions doing an interview on that DVD. So a lot of stuff that we want to let the Martial Art Museum have to look over and see if it's something y'all like to play on the YouTube, to send people there and let them see some stuff. And we own the rights to all of that.
Oh, fantastic.
So anyway, but the BKF is really an organization to help the young, poor Black kids at the beginning. Now, the BKF is sort of branching, split it off into many organizations, meaning the new BKF, the young kids got their own system. A lot of people open their own schools, but they have the right to do that. So the BKF belongs to anyone that have trained with us in that style.
Wonderful, wonderful. And Steve Saunders, in case you guys didn't know, is one of the greatest fighters you have ever seen. You know, he just tore up everything. He was the student of Chuck Sullivan.
Absolutely.
Chuck Sullivan was a student of Ed Parker.
Absolutely.
But Chuck Sullivan told me, even though he was his teacher, he did circles around him. He was far better than he could ever be, and that's what you want out of your students, and that's what he was.
But in fact, speaking of Chuck Sullivan, that is a guy, you know, I admired Ed Parker because, you know, this guy, he would move at lightning speed for 20 seconds and then take 2 minutes to breathe. You know what I'm saying? This guy is unbelievable. But Chuck Sullivan have always been a man of honor. He was a man of class and honor. And to this day, right now, I would advise anyone to challenge him because he may not be good for only about 30 seconds, but if you ain't better, you gonna fight for your life.
Run.
30 seconds. But I really admire Chuck Sullivan and his character, and his personality, his skill and ability. And in fact, I was reading something on, I think it was Facebook or somewhere, where he was talking about the different things that he was teaching his students and the importance about it. So just the fact that Chuck Sullivan was Steve Muhammad instructor, Steve Muhammad was my instructor, and Ed Parker was Chuck Sullivan instructor. It's like I'm in the 4th generation. And it feels like a long ways away, but I thank God for that 4th generation.
Yeah, Chuck Sullivan's a great man. I see Chuck every couple of months. We have a dinner at his place, which is, you'll have to come. Okay. It's a regular round table dinner with a bunch of Kempo guys, and we all hang out live broadcast, and we all eat dinner together. So you got to come with us.
Please invite me. Please invite me. I would love to be there.
So you know, Chuck is just we're going to debut Chuck's biography later on as well. Okay. So we did that. That's pretty cool. Chuck also did a film, in case you didn't know.
No, I didn't.
A fantastic film. It's called Honor. It's about the military and stuff. I will bring it for you.
Please.
I will bring it for you.
I would love to see it. Yeah. Now remember, my film, it's a secret, so don't tell nobody. Okay, I'm gonna tell you that'll watch it, but don't tell nobody. My film, we completed it, put it in the theaters, less than $20,000.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Wait till you see it. So it's not great. All the fight scenes in one punch because we didn't have insurance. But I think you would love it. And the guys really put their heart into it. And it's a full feature film. So I'll definitely give you a copy before you leave.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We are happy to welcome, let's see, Patchy Knife, Robert Redfeather. Thank you, Robert, for coming on board. Chris Pelletieri says, I remember getting whooped by Alvin Prouder from the BKF at the Internationals a million years ago. Sensei Emmett is watching. Thank you, Sensei Emmett, all the way from the UK. Daryl Vidal, as you know, from Karate Kid, who is mentioned in the new Cobra Kai. They go, Daryl Vidal, that's Daryl Vidal. So how cool is that? So anyway, Sensei Emmett saying hello, Daryl Vidal. People talk out here to each other. They ignore us.
Okay. Well, bless you. Bless you.
But,
in fact, I wanted to ask you about Cobra Kai. How did you feel about that, the project?
I love all this stuff. Anything to promote martial arts, I love. People argue about UFC and all that. I say, it's giving people opportunities. It's giving movie stars. They're getting a little limelight. That's nice. So I'm always in favor of anything martial arts, even the goofy as it can be in any way possible. But I enjoy the Cobra Kai.
Okay.
I have a lot of fun with it. It's these guys who were years ago in '84 got recognition. Now are getting recognition again, and that's just fantastic. So it brought new life and it's fun to watch.
In fact, I think Cobra Kai did what Bruce Lee did in the beginning, brought attention to the art.
Right.
So Bruce Lee, one of the great martial artists as far as films and so on, and now Cobra Kai have done the same thing, brought some attention to it, and I just pray that we, take that and make something out of it.
Yeah. Thank you, Rick Wagnon, for watching. Thank you so much.
Rick Wagnon?
Do you know Rick?
That's my son.
Really?
Rick Wagnon is my son.
Oh, how funny.
That's one of my young fighters. In fact, when we fought, we called him the Train. Rick Wagnon would run over you. He's a former lieutenant with the Monrovia Police Department.
Really? Oh, fantastic.
Rick, I love you, man. You owe me a visit. All righty.
Nice. So he's what police department is
Monrovia.
Monrovia. So I'm okay if I speed in Monrovia.
And use
and Bishop is here to help me.
Amen. Yeah, but Rick is awesome fighter. Literally, we call him the Train. In fact, Rick, when he joined the BKF, he's white. If nobody don't know that, he's white. And he was one of the members of the BKF and did really, 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 really well. And the point I want to say is that people couldn't understand. He was, I think, the president or vice president of the Black Karate Federation. And so, Rick, I love you. Thank you for hanging in there with us and being a part.
Oh, fantastic. Alvin Prouder, my God, what a fighter, Alvin. Donnie and I, Bishop and I go way back. You started martial arts in the 60s like I did.
Oh, yeah, 68.
Oh, see, there we go. We started about the same time. So we were there, to see these guys. We were part of that, to see these guys and to see Alvin fight. Oh, my God.
The whole family. Cynthia.
Cynthia
Prouder,
Alvin Cynthia.
Prouder,
oh, God.
In fact, when Alvin was the only guy I know could lean way away from you and still hit you upside the head.
He did.
Alvin was one. He probably still is a great fighter, but I really, really recognize Alvin Prouder as one of the great BKF champions of all time.
Yes. And Alvin had injury.
Yes.
And otherwise, he would have continued a great career. But he was one of the great kickboxing champions, as well as point fighting champions. So he was a man. I was very honored to know him personally and to be there, during that time period. And we're glad he's well.
Yes,
and,
I remember too when he had that brain injury.
Right.
And the thing that got me after he had healed up, he went back to fight.
Right, he did.
Show you how great God is. But anyway, Alvin, we love you. If you're listening, we love you and want you to know that we pray blessings over your life.
Always, sir. Poppy's House says, hello, Grandmaster Williams. God bless you. Poppy says, he has a BKF logo there.
Yes.
Oh,
Poppy House. Boy, I'm telling you, doing this show is bringing back a lot of memories.
The other day I talked to Mike Marinoff.
So where is he still California?
Yeah, he's still there. And Leonard Creer was on here yesterday.
All right, get on, lady, get on. You guys get on so I can holler at you.
Doing the museum, it brings our community together.
Absolutely.
Even though right now we can't open the doors fully to everybody, we can still connect. And what better way to connect than with a museum?
Absolutely.
That we can connect everybody. And here, even though we do have to do it online, we're still connecting people. And that's what it's all about,
Absolutely. In fact, What is the next thing you think as far as putting on an event for the martial art museum? Anything in your heart, mind? I like to know what's the next down the road, months from now.
Well, we have scheduled Dragon Fest for August 21st, but again, we don't know what's going to happen. Everybody has to have their shots by then.
Yes.
And then we don't know if the venue, the place that we're having it, is still going to be there, because they are dependent on people renting the place out. And if there's nobody to rent out, they might not be there. And they were kind of in jeopardy back then. So right now it's penciled in at August 21st for Dragon Fest. We are not going to advertise it because we don't know. So far so good, but everything's up in the air right now. And let's pray that something will happen and that we can open the doors and do Dragon Fest and reopen everything to the public.
Well, the actual martial art museum is scheduled to open anytime, like before that, or you don't know that?
Well, the museum store is open.
Okay.
But just in case $10 happens to fall out of your pocket onto the desk, you can walk through the museum.
It's just a donation. So it's not a charge, just a donation.
They just walked in. I didn't know. $10 just popped on there. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
So like it's like the church. Our churches, we have meetings here because it's only going to seat 80 people, but it's a nice surrounding. Our physical church doors that we rented from another church is not open, but we haven't missed a Sunday.
Okay.
We haven't missed a Sunday.
Okay.
God has been good to us.
We can do this time period. Absolutely. It's been a tremendous time period. 95% of martial arts schools have now closed. 95% out here in California, and we had thousands in California. And this is the mecca of martial arts schools who are out here. And I've known many. I won't say any names of any of them because for their privacy.
Right.
But many schools have been there 40-something years, have all closed down. So we got a job to do after this. We got a job to do. And if the museum can play a little part of at least keeping our history alive, we're going to do everything we can. That's why we're trying to do this YouTube channel. For those of you watching on both YouTube and Facebook, we are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. If you don't mind, if you're on Facebook, if you can go to the YouTube channel and type in Martial Arts History Museum channel and watch us from there. We are doing a live broadcast, the same broadcast right now on YouTube. And if you're watching it from YouTube, we're getting points. And which meaning if we do this broadcast for 10 minutes and 10 people watch, we get 10 times 100 minutes of broadcast time. So that's fantastic. So we are doing our best every way to help raise funds for the museum. We are launching our expert class, which I'm going to talk to you about. Expert class is going to be part of YouTube. It is going to be we have a page ready to go on it, and it's going to be launched at the end of this month. And we're putting all the experts showing their techniques, their 3 favorite techniques, and their inspiration as well. So it's a nice way to connect with Stephen Hayes is going to put something on there. Benny Urquidez, Don Wilson, Donnie Williams. Everybody's going to put, all the Hall of Famers are going to put, Graciela, we already have her stuff, and many people, we have their stuff already, that we're going to post on there free of charge. We're not going to charge anybody, but they can see all the techniques from the greatest of greats of martial arts heroes, and we're going to put it on there. And that way it'll give YouTube, money for the museum to help us raise funds for people to watching, but it's also a way to connect with the biggest guys, because we don't have any magazines anymore.
I know that. I was going to say that the Martial Art Museum is the connecting point. That is the hub. Everybody together. In fact, I just spoke to Benny Urquidez just last week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's doing okay. He gave me a call. We talked, and he have some products. I don't know if you know this.
No, I don't.
Or he have martial art products, pads and so on that supposed to be something new. He didn't explain it all to me, but it's a new thing. So he'll probably talk to you about it.
Great. Yeah, we're going to see interviewing Benny on Monday, and we're also interviewing Steve Sexton on Monday. So we're going to be doing that at Team Karate Center. So that's going to be a lot of fun. when we're doing that. We try to do biographies as much as possible, trying to get them in, especially for those of us who are older. In our 60s and above, we're trying to get our interviews.
Who's 60?
We ain't 60 yet.
Yeah, we're talking about this old guy over here.
When we hit 30, we'll let you guys know.
There you go. Amen.
We're trying to get everybody in.
Now, I think about the end, as soon as the pandemic is over, they declare it over. We'll have Muhammad out here. We have to do one on him.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and get his uniform. Get his uniform.
Yeah, he said he gonna let us have something. I don't remember what it was.
Nice.
But because I think his family was holding on to most of the stuff themselves. But he said he's gonna let us have something. He promised me that. So Muhammad, don't forget, you said you would definitely put something in the museum. Yeah, we need the uniform.
You know, I say that because, as you said, the family wants to hold on to stuff, but it's like, okay, like I talked to someone with Joe Lewis's outfit. Oh, I have his outfit. It's in my closet. It's been in his closet since Joe Lewis passed away. And I said, what good is it going in your closet? Why not have it in a museum so everybody can learn about his history and actually see his uniform there? How in touch can you feel when you see someone's thing like their uniform personal? You know, it gives that feeling. You know, it's like in Star Trek when they touch the remember that Star Trek 4, I think it was, when they touched the rocket, they said it felt like that. Remember that? So you kind of get that feeling. So to here let's say 100 years from now, and Steve's great-great-grandkids or great-great-grand students or whoever can say, my God, that's the uniform. That's right. That's the uniform of Steve Sanders.
And Hollywood is doing that now. I mean, they got the wax museum, with the actual clothing that was in the movie, and it makes a difference, in having the actual clothes or substitute something that replicate. But yes, I think we can get it. He will do it. I believe he's going to do it.
You know, the unlike the Hollywood stuff, which is fantastic and it's wonderful, the martial arts changed our lives.
Absolutely,
it changed our lives. So what better place to have a uniform of an icon of the martial arts than in the museum?
Amen.
You know, so
and those of you watching, we're going to start a little war here right now. Okay, you don't tell Muhammad. Whatever you do, don't tell Muhammad. But I think I can whoop him now. don't tell him. Don't tell him now. But I think I can whoop him. And if any of you, if you don't think I can whoop him right now, text something here right now. Let me show you. I can whoop him. And if Muhammad, I should have called and let him know to tune in. But it'll be replayed again, so I can have Muhammad go to the site and see.
Yeah, this. Thank you for bringing that up. The YouTube will be available from now on.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be on Facebook, and that way people can watch it anytime they want, all the time. So we had put up these YouTube biographies temporarily, but people have been watching and enjoying it. I say, I'm just going to leave it up, and people really like it. John Lugo says, Star Trek First Contact was a movie. Yes, that's it. That's it. Remember that.
Well, we know you over 30.
Yeah. Yeah. When Picard felt that and Data, he said you can feel history.
That's it.
You can feel history. Sensei Emmett says, you notice the most dangerous guys are always the nicest. There you go. There you go.
Talking about Muhammad, I guess. That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Jen Lawford says, I still need to see the film. Ollie been holding off because my brother's in the film. Ringside during the fight scenes. It will be special to watch. Nice, nice. Muhammad Ali was, just to go off track a little bit, which you mentioned that, one of the greatest fighters there ever was.
Absolutely.
And, we have our icons. You have your Babe Ruth in baseball, you have your Ali and boxing, and then in the martial arts, though, we have a couple of them. We have several of them, and that represent different Benny and any different people from different fields and different areas, which is kind of nice in the martial arts because you have your Cynthia, then you have your Benny, and then you have many that represent the martial arts, not just one, which is kind of neat.
And it's amazing because this might cause a little controversy, but in the old days, when I use the old days, we know who a champion was.
That was in the 1920s.
Because we knew who a champion was. If you went to the internationals, the person that came out on top was the champion.
Right.
It was no setup. You had to fight. I remember in '77 when I fought in the black belt competition. It's amazing to me today, but I fought 12 times. 12, and I think 12 times. And just the first time they split it in half, then they split it in half. People that was there just in black belts. Today, it's very seldom you can get 50 guys in the black belt tournament.
Right.
But back then, it was like 500, 400 fighting. And so today, my question is today, who is the champion today? Who is the 2020 martial art world champion? You don't know.
Yeah, sadly, the magazines were our lifeblood. That's what kept us in touch. That had the Karate Illustrated ratings, so we got to see who was top in the region and all that. But when they stopped the ratings and when the magazines all stopped, there was who knows who's out there now.
Exactly.
It's nice. I know they still compete out there, but who knows who's on top? Who knows who's a great fighter?
There is, and that's what's the important part about the museum, because I think once the competition start again, I think someone will take the responsibility to sort of historically keep track of fighters and champions and who's doing what, so that one day in the near future we will know who the champion is in that year. Because we need to know, because martial arts is a very strong, powerful organization. It really is. And I think we need to, I would love, if you go to find out, want to know who's the best singer, hey, there's ratings.
Right.
There's records. You can look at who's record number one, who's record number, If you look at a movie, it's rated.
Right.
Who got the best movie, who have the worst movie. And don't you give my movie bad rating just because it was cheap. I mean, not cheap, low budget. But we don't know that today. So my prayer is that someone will take that position and say, we will keep track of all tournaments and find out who's winning these tournaments and what position they hold.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
So, but if there's anything, as a, I don't know how much time what time you going to.
No, we're good. Just to, excuse me just a second, Bishop. Right now, guys, we are doing a live broadcast, but in case, because of the debut of, my battery's getting low. We're going to plug it in. We're going to need extension in a minute.
Yeah,
but if you want to see the Donnie Williams biography, and that's what you're waiting for, you can actually go right now to the Martial Arts History Museum's YouTube channel. Just type in Martial Arts History Museum channel and it'll come up. And on YouTube, right there, you can click the biography, because we already made it live for everybody to see. Yeah, so we made it live for everybody to see. So just in case, I didn't know how long we were going to broadcast, and we're having a great time broadcasting. So we're just going to talk for a little bit. And but if you want to watch the biography, feel free to go ahead right now if you want to, and you can watch it. It's already set live. Here you go, sir. We're getting low on battery here. These things never last, I think it's, the battery is on these laptops. It just never lasts. We're over here live from Donnie Williams Church, the family church, right?
Family
International here in San Fernando.
San Fernando,
San Fernando, where I lived. I didn't live in San Fernando, but I lived in San Fernando Valley, in Sun Valley, North Hollywood area. But I was here most of my life, every day in San Fernando. So, making the tortillas and shop and all that. My mom shopped here all the time. So, I know every street. I used to go to church right down the street, here in San Fernando. So I know San Fernando very well. So it's my old home.
And I'm going to invite most of you to come out when I have Mike come and just give his testimony. And just speak encouragement to some of the young people here. God has just been blessing in his life. And I told him I'd like for him to come and just take, a few minutes just to share with some of the people in the church. The Bible said it this way, that we overcome with our testimony. Somebody need to know how you made it. And if they know how you made it, then they know there's hope for them. They can make it. How did you become a champion? If you tell somebody how you became a champion, they can take those techniques and practice them, and they can become a champion. It is so important that you deliver what you have to someone else, and don't have them waiting and paying for it, but receiving it as a gift. And that's one of the things. The best gift you can give is through your mouth, expressing, explaining, encouraging somebody else. That's the best gift you can give.
Words are more powerful than we think. Yes,
in anything.
Marcel Smith, thank you for watching, Marcel. Marcel has come online. Thank you very much. Let's see if anybody has any questions over here. We're good over here. And we're good over there. Daryl Vidal, thank you. Daryl Vidal says, so true. Great advice. You know, Daryl Vidal, in case you didn't know Daryl Vidal, he was in the first Karate Kid movie. He was the one that fought Johnny or all those guys. Remember that?
Yes,
that was Daryl Vidal.
I did. Okay.
So he was in there. He was actually in there a lot, but he was a lot on the cutting room floor. You know how that is.
Oh,
he's a star as well.
I did Enter the Dragon. I'm in that movie. I became a star because I was in that movie 3.2 seconds. I became a star. So I know they filmed for 3 days, and I'm in the film 3.2 seconds.
So the star of Enter the Dragon right here.
Right here. So, in fact, I often tell that story. After I did a movie in Japan, did 2 in Japan. But I did this movie, I co-starred in the movie, Zakarate 3. Spent, I think it was like 8 weeks in Okinawa, Japan.
Okinawa?
Oh, not Okinawa. But I can't think of the name of it now. But anyway, came back. I just felt so good. I did this movie, you know, I'm co-starring and everything. Came back, and then Enter the Dragon came out, right? I'm in that movie 3.2 seconds. You know how fast that is? And the kids in the neighborhood come to my house. Hey, that's Donnie Williams. He's in Enter the Dragon. Now, the other movie I did, they never even mentioned it. So I can see in the Karate Kid, he had a small part, but that's an important part.
Yeah, but he had a pretty significant part, and they carried his name into the new Cobra Kai, which is pretty cool, Daryl. I don't know how you did that, but they actually used his real name, Daryl Vidal. You know, it's like, I'll get that Daryl Vidal who did that to me, who beat me. You know, so that's kind of cool. I don't know how you did it, sir. Daryl says Osaka.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay. But
thank you.
Congratulations to you, Daryl Vidal, to get your name on there. How cool is that? How cool is that? Oh, he says, I don't know either. What a fluke. So somebody likes you there.
There you go. There you go. Well, that means you touched somebody because they remembered you.
Yeah.
You were not forgotten. So, and just insert to martial art projects. It's important that the martial art world support martial art projects. You know, I know Ben, you said somebody have a new movie out or did a movie. You just tell it wasn't Ben, it was somebody you just said. Anyway, Chuck Sullivan. He has, is it a movie to be released or it's just one that he did?
It's about 10 years old now.
Okay.
So
he released it again?
Yeah. So we're gonna put it out there for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
It will be on the channel?
Yeah. It's on YouTube channel. I will share it with everybody so they can all see it. It's a great movie. He did it really well, and you'll enjoy it. It has about this much martial arts in it, but it's a great movie. Well done, well acted. He's the star of it, a director, producer. So it's a great movie. So let's see. Terry James says, I was there to Enter the Dragon. Terry James. And then John says, I guess the lesson with movie careers is not to look better on screen than the star. I guess.
Well, I was a star, so don't forget that. 3.2 seconds.
Yeah. Hey, I was on iCarly for about 2 seconds, and my favorite show, iCarly, and they show me from here to here. That's it. I'm walking by, and they show me from here to here, and they didn't even show my head.
But hey, you was on.
So I'm telling you, I'm on iCarly. Yeah, there you go. That's my hand. I once did a bunch of extra work for several years, and I had what's his name, like River Phoenix, not River. I'm sorry, Kevin Bacon. No, the guy who looks like Kevin Bacon.
I don't know, but anyway,
a big star in the movies, and see, I don't even remember the name. Big star, and him and I were doctors in the movie. I'm an extra. and we had to run in from the street all the way into the hospital. So there we are. The camera is on us, both of us. And I'm saying, how cool is this? I'm running next to the star, the big star of the show. And so we're running together. And I said, the camera's on me. And we're running as fast as we can. I said, oh, this is so cool. So when I see the movie, I see my shoulder. That's it. That's all you see.
Can I tell about another movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Amazon Prime is playing right now. It's a movie title. You can go Camp Arrowhead. Camp Arrowhead on Amazon Prime. I starred in that movie. It originally was called, and it just been released 3 months ago. It's a new release. And we just finished it a year ago, and it's released 3 months ago. But it's called Camp Arrowhead. I play an angel in the movie. Please go and watch it. I think you would love it. It's a family movie. It's really good, well done, big budget film. So go take a look at it. Camp Arrowhead on Amazon Prime.
Nice, excellent. Now, Bishop has been also at Channel 40.
Absolutely.
Many times
Yes.
on there. So he is very well known, and especially in the spiritual field, shall we say? I don't know the right word for it, but in the gospel field or in community as well. And so, we're very honored that you've been on there many times. And how cool is it? I got to see many of those. So.
Absolutely. Paul Crouch Jr., the son of Paul Crouch, the founder of TBN, Trinity Broadcasting Network, is a friend of mine. He's my brother. He's my brother. It's when God delivered me from being a racist and a very strong-willed person. I don't want to say bad, strong-willed person, and he delivered me from all of that. Paul Crouch Jr. interviewed me, and at that interview, when he did it, it really touched my heart. How his compassion and his love for me. He didn't challenge me in questions. He just showed some love to me, and it helped my healing. So TBN, I preach on there with some of the best, Benny Hinn, T.D. Jakes, Robert Schuler, all of them. I've been on there on the show with them. I did the telethon. But God has been good to me, and I just really thank God for TBN. I haven't been on for the last maybe 5 or 6 years, but it's been good to me. So I thank God for that organization.
TBN was started by Paul Crouch, right?
Senior, yes.
And I remember when they started that, back in the early 70s, right? When they started that and the first satellite and all that.
Absolutely.
So they were a great inspiration to many people. And, it was an exciting time back then.
Yeah, and it's amazing because I know we're talking about the martial arts, but I'd like to just slip in about religion a little bit, if you don't mind. The thing I want to say was, it's a time now that church have changed. It's different now, and God hasn't changed. The church have changed, and so martial artists, all the great martial artists I know, every one of them are spiritual. The ones that I know, they are spiritual. They may not be Baptists or Methodists or Catholics or any particular denomination, but they're even Muhammad. Muhammad said this to me, and I know he's in jesting and joking about it, but he always say to me, he said, Bishop Williams, I'm mad at you. And I said, why are you still mad at me? What did I do? He said, because when you got introduced to God, you went off and started serving God, and you didn't even invite me to go. I had to find my way. And Muhammad is a Muslim, and him and I, we're best of friends. I'm a Christian. I love Christ, Jesus, my Savior. Jesus Christ is the one that I follow. But Muhammad is a Muslim. And you know what? My goal is to win him over as to be one of the greatest Christians. You know what his goal is? To win me over to be a great Muslim. He always tell me, Muhammad say, I'm already a Christian because I've already submitted myself to God. And I say, well, then I'm a good Muslim because I remember what I said, but I'm a great Muslim too then. So anyway, spirituality is important, and all of the champions I know are spiritual in some way.
There you go.
So thank God for that.
Terry James says, I was on the wall back in about 1 second. Back about 1 second. Oh, and in Enter the Dragon. Okay, okay. John Lupo, back in the 70s when dinosaurs were wearing bell bottoms. Terry James says, amen. Daryl Vidal says, you must be spiritual because when you look deep inside, we find the higher power.
Amen. Amen.
Sensei Emmett says, mind, body, spirit. It's a true path of the martial arts. Wow. Thank you very much.
Those are beautiful, beautiful comments. Thank you.
Yeah. So we are just really honored to be here again at Bishop's Church and having a great time with our Hall of Fame award. Just to let you know, back when we created these awards, I had always had other stuff planned for the awards, but I had a design, a different design to come out. And when everything, let's pray it all goes funded, everything is go funded, we're going to reissue a new bronze award, actual bronze, I know. And when we get the funding and all that, and give an additional, so you have two of the same award, but one will be a little bit different in bronze. So we'll be reissuing it out to everybody when we, things come through.
And it will. And it will.
So we are hoping that all things come through for this, and we can get through this and have a new property for the museum and do some great things that we never did before.
You have a biography also, don't you, that you did on you?
Funny you should ask. I actually shot a biography 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I am finally finishing it up. So I'm actually ready to release my own biography, but I look so different now, So they're going to say, that's not Michael. So I am working on it.
Okay.
I will have it out probably in about 2 weeks. Okay. And so my own personal biography out there.
Yeah, because you have some fighting stuff in it, some techniques and stuff that you're doing.
No, I should put some stuff in there. I should,
I saw photos of you doing moves, but I haven't seen the actual movement.
Yeah, I should, but I will do it.
Thank you. Yeah. Y'all heard it. Breaking news.
I have some of my footage of me on YouTube doing monkey kung fu, so I'll put a little in there.
Okay, that'll work. That will work. But it's amazing. See, sometimes we need to see where you came from, so we'll have a little more history on you.
Yeah,
as well. So it's a blessing.
Daryl Vidal says, "Show us some monkey stuff." See it on there. I know I haven't done monkey in a year since the COVID. I was restarting my classes, and then the COVID happened, and that was it. I couldn't do any more classes. So I haven't touched monkey in a year, but I have been doing crane a little bit. I used to do crane years ago, and I've been doing a little bit of that.
What is Wong? His Wong style?
This is 5 Animals, White Lotus system for Douglas Wong. Okay, under art by Wong.
Okay. I haven't seen those guys for a while too. Y'all owe me a lunch, especially Doug. I saw you with the family, and y'all was having a great time. Some photos on Facebook. Y'all having a great time. You owe me lunch, Doug.
Let's see. Doug Hansen says, "I hope you come out with a new book to follow up on your first book for the monkey kung fu." I'm writing, which I haven't written much. The Hall of Fame, the new volume. I started maybe 40 pages into that, and I haven't touched it in a while. I started the new Itchy book, the cartoon book, and I'm into maybe 2 pages. And I'm into a book about a Hispanic book. As you know, I'm part Hispanic. And doing on Hispanic life, like the movie La Familia, or what is that one with the Joy Luck Club, or movies like that, where it's family oriented. And so I'm actually writing that book, and I'm into maybe 10 pages of that book. So I kind of spread myself, and then the biographies I'm doing every day. I'm doing a biography every day, working on it. So doing another monkey book is way down the line, but who knows? Who knows? I may just do it anyway.
Yeah, hey, it's again back to history. That book, how many people are still out there teaching? Very few.
Yeah, yeah. John says, I want to see some moves. Yep. If you go to YouTube and type in Monkey Kung Fu, you will see my videos on there. I have 17 videos, DVDs, online for people to purchase to learn the Monkey Kung Fu art. And everything in the kitchen sink is in there. And all my moves, everything is in there. So you will enjoy it there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's on YouTube or Facebook?
On Facebook. On Amazon.
Amazon.
So people can buy the DVDs. If they want to learn Monkey Kung Fu, they'll see me do it right
and
there.
It's 17, it's a series of 17?
Right. Series of 17 DVDs, and that will teach you the complete art. Because I don't want the art to get lost. I'm the last one doing it, besides my students. And, you know, and they're not teaching it. So I put it on DVD to keep it, you know, alive after I'm gone. You know, hopefully it'll be out there. So who knows? Let's see. Any other questions? Since Amos says, I'm looking forward to Mike's biography. It would have to be a triple disc box set. You know, I put on the biography, not everything. I didn't put everything. I just put it mostly a little bit about me and the museum and its connection and stuff like that. But I'll have to put another one out on different stuff. You know, we all have a lot of different stuff in our lives. So, you know, I put the most part out there people are looking at. John Lugo says, I started writing a book about procrastination, but I don't feel like finishing it right now. There you go. There you go. There you go.
That's a play on words.
There you go. And, you know, I also have my, I wrote a book on public speaking. Okay. Wrote a whole book. It is about 300 pages. Okay. And I said, you know, I'm going to release it instead of a book form. I'm going to do a series of video broadcasts of the book. So each chapter by chapter, I'm going to do an actual, you know, YouTube video. So it'll be in our section. And so if you want to learn public speaking, especially for martial artists, I'm instead of releasing the book, I'm just going to release it all in the video form.
So you will do that?
Yeah, I will do that. It's actually done. It's 300 pages already, the book. But I haven't edited it all. So when I said, you know, as I started editing it, this is going to take me a while. Have it somewhere I can actually explain it in more detail. So that's what I'm going to be doing, releasing it. Vince Cesari says, Donnie Williams, wow, long time no see, my friend. Vince Cesari.
Wow. So are we talking long time as in a few days ago? You know, I'm still a young man, so I guess we're talking just a few days ago. So anyway, Vince, hey, how you doing, my friend? What a blessing! What a blessing! Yes, long time don't see, but hopefully we'll get to see each other soon. I'm sure there'll be something at the Martial Art History Museum that we'll be able to meet and all come together at.
That'd be nice. Yeah, yeah. We're doing a lot of filming at the museum, so which is nice lately. A couple of films coming up, little documentaries here and there. In case you didn't know, I was just in the Batman documentary. So if you guys seen the new Batman animation, Soul of the Dragon, they were so kind to come to the museum and do a whole interview with me there and talk about the museum. So that was very kind of them. Very nice of Warner Brothers to do that. So that came out last week. Okay. So I hope people can see that. Vince Cesari was a student, Moses Powell. So the great icon, Hall of Famer Moses Powell.
Absolutely.
Kempo Joe Rovello's watching. Thank you, Joe. It's just, hi, folks. So glad to watch this interview. Remember the Clown Prince of Karate and his roles.
now that's a great memory right there. That's what started me off when they wrote that article on me. The Clown Prince of the world's worst and the world's most angry man. Yeah. So yes, you remember that. That means you read an article long. That was at like 79.
In case you don't know, he has a book out as well. Bishop Williams has a book.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I do. I have actually 4 books out, and we got one just released some time ago, a couple of years, maybe 6 years, 5 years. I don't remember how long ago. Tom Bleecker is an excellent writer. Oh yeah, he really is an excellent writer. So if you ever, he's not for hire now because he's busy. But if he wasn't so busy, if you needed a writer, he would be the man to do it. in the book Conquest Over Hatred. You can purchase it on Amazon as well, or through my church or whatever way you want to grab. But it's definitely I think a good book.
Yeah, that reminds me. I got to finish. I read the first chapter. It was fantastic, and I haven't read the other chapters. My apologies. I will finish it.
I know you're busy.
I will finish that.
How many books you have to deal with every day, so, including your own, the one you haven't finished. So, but yes, it's a blessing. It is a blessing.
Oh, Kempo Joe says, "What happened to your Afro cap? You still have it?"
Why you had to bring up? Wait a minute. Why you had to bring up Afro?
He had to be, because it was in this thumbnail. It has that picture of you from Enter the Dragon in this, so everybody saw that cap.
Yes, I do have. I do have. I don't think I have the original cap because it got stolen, like Muhammad had got stolen. From our students took it. That's when I say stolen. Students, but I have a one that was did for me in the early 80s, and I have that one, but I don't have the original one that was in the actual movie. And so I know what student have it. I'm gonna try to get it back though. Just like Muhammad want to get his hat back.
Very good. Let's see. Vince Cesare, he says, "You and me, Muhammad, had a great time at Dragon Fest 2002.
Yes.
Talked about the
yes.
So, yeah. Very good. Very good. Let's see what else. What else? What other things you talk about?
I'm just thinking on Vince. But Vince is really, it's amazing how sharp these martial artists' minds are. They can go back and recall events and things and places in the time. That's quite good. Because there are people our age, or at least my age, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, 74. But people my age are out there with, you know, they can barely walk and their minds are messed up. God have really sustained. Like if you talk to Muhammad is sharp. And the only reason I think I can whoop him is because he's getting his energy back now. But the last time I met with him, he was balancing himself with a cane. And I threatened him. And he told me, he said, "You know what? I'll take this cane, I'll whoop you." So I found out all I got to do is snatch his cane, I can whoop him. But don't tell him I said that. Okay. But no, he'll be up and walking pretty soon on his own without any help. But he's doing really good. But anyway, his memory is sharp. And I love when I hear comments about events and things that happened in the old days, how you guys still retain that.
You know, Chuck Sullivan is just as great as he was. In his garage, there's a whole gym set up.
Is that
and
right?
He's always out there working out with all those guys.
How old is Chuck now?
Oh, I don't know, 102 or something. But he is so good.
Wait a minute.
Even today.
Chuck, if you watch it, let us know how old you are, because
he was telling me when the Model T first came out.
Everybody I ask, how old is Chuck? They go, I don't know. Well, Vince, Victor, not Victor, Vic LaRue. Text in, tell me how old Chuck is. Vic, I know you know, so don't give me that I don't know stuff, because I think Chuck is about 79, 80. Well, he got to be older than that. Muhammad, Muhammad is 81.
So he's older than Muhammad. So
Chuck, we getting close. We getting close.
You know, we are always thrilled to talk about our icons and people, and especially, you know, and at this time, I just want to say to all of those who have benefited from the martial arts, benefited, especially those in film who have made good money, like Chuck Norris and Jackie Chan and Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude and Donnie Yen and all these who have gone, you know, even today on Star Wars stuff. You know, we know they haven't given back to the museum yet, none of them, but we hope they will. We hope that through these videos, they will say, hey, you know, we were there to support you on film. We put our money down to buy your ticket because you were a part of us. So we supported the Martial Arts History Museum, martial arts movies that you were in. So we're hoping you guys would kind of give back. You know, there's still plenty of time to give back, especially right now during this pandemic. to give back by supporting the Martial Arts History Museum. And I know many of you know many of these people, and I don't know everybody. And if you can talk to them on, and that would be wonderful if they give. It's nice to give back when we have given a lot for them to become stars. It's hopefully they will give back soon.
Yeah,
and that will be nice.
and that will be. And I didn't realize that all of these champions and movie actors and stars have not contributed. I mean, it's not, you don't have to give a lot. It's not like you don't have to give no $1 million or $100,000, but you can give something. You can give a couple of $100. You can do something to be a part. And I know, like Aaron Norris is his brother Chuck has helped him get where he's at. So Aaron, you're a martial artist in a good one. Throw something to the Martial Art Museum, and even some of the guys in my area who maybe have not done movies and starred and made a lot of money. We can do it by word of mouth, telling our friends about the museum, and like he said, sending people to the museum to go walk through it and see the history. Because remember, not only traffic on YouTube, because he's saying if we go to YouTube, hit that button and watch it on YouTube, then the museum can profit later on. Right. Maybe not today, but in the future from you watching. And you can buy the videos. I know he didn't ask me to do no sales pitch. I'm saying what I'm saying because that's the way I feel. And so, because I bought shirts, I bought stuff, and not so I can give money, but because I want to help promote. And those things help promote because I give them to people, I sell them to people. And most of the time I sell them, but don't tell him. Anyway, but I think a lot of the older guys that have done it financially and succeeded, you need to do something. I'm guilty too because I joined the museum as a member, and I haven't kept up with my dues as I should. But I'm going to. I believe in what he's doing, and I support it financially. So I'm just telling you, if you are an Aaron Norris or Chuck Norris or any of the big time stars, contribute something. Just so your name could be on the list of people who have given contributions. Then I think it'd be a great, because some of the guys I've seen giving birthdays and happy birthday when he raised money on how old something. Yeah. I've seen these guys, they do that type of stuff. And Dr. He was there the last time I was at the museum. Doctor, I forgot his name now. I know he'll be upset when I don't say it. But anyway, the point is, we all can be a blessing. It may be a smaller blessing, but be a blessing and contribute to the museum, please.
When we're gone, one day we will be. But when we're gone, the museum, the goal of the museum to carry on.
Absolutely.
And that way, people will love, and see and understand the martial arts and the impact it made on all our lives, and which continues to make on all our lives. So we hope you all come aboard and encourage others to come aboard and support it. And by the way, Donnie Williams DVD, if you want to buy the biography DVD, it is on Amazon. So you can purchase a DVD, and that helps the museum as well. So all the DVDs that we do are all on Amazon for everybody to enjoy and help out the museum.
And to be careful, guys, remember, you need to buy the DVD so that I can outsell the rest, okay?
There you go.
Be careful, guys. I need you to buy even if you don't like it, buy it just so we get the points, okay? I want the BKF, every BKF member, buy the DVD as a contribution. Not so much for the information, but to give and be, to contribute to the organization so that, and also I get credit because my videos,
yeah. And then if you bring it, you can have Bishop sign it. And how cool is that to sign the DVD? Absolutely.
Whatever we can do to be a blessing to you, we will definitely do it. But I really am looking forward to when we can all meet again at the museum. I really like to do that.
That would be a lot of fun. Well, very good. I think that's a pretty good send-off.
Absolutely.
15 minutes send-off of the biography.
the interview is a whole day, and the biography is only 20 minutes. So.
But you know, I had done this already with Seafood Douglas Wong, and launched it. But he was at his home, and I just, you know, he wasn't online. It was just myself online talking about it, and other people talking about it, which was wonderful. And I said, look, at Bishop is down the street, and why not do it together? You know, why not? And that way people can see you right here, and we can talk and have a lot of fun and connect with people. And you got to connect with people you haven't seen in a long time.
I know.
How cool is that?
And all of them. What a blessing. And again, I say thank you for Mike, for the opportunity and what you're doing. Thank you for your love for the art as well as your love for people, because you have to love people to do what you're doing. Because I'm sure people have treated you unfair, I'm sure, but you hanging in there and you're doing it and you're making it happen. So I wanted to say, I appreciate you. And again, like I open, I close. I'm proud of you. And I continually pray that God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for this privilege.
No, thank you. Before I go, Sensei Emma says, where can I buy the DVD? Go to Amazon.com. Amazon.com, type in Martial Arts History Museum, and the biography should come up. We have about maybe 20 biographies on there.
Okay. Well, make sure you buy mine, not his, mine.
So as we close, I just want to say thank you so much, everybody. Thank you to Bishop Donnie Williams right here, one of the great, great, great fighters still today. Still today. And we are just proud and thrilled to have his biography. It was an honor to do. It was a privilege. It just touched my heart, the whole thing. And all these biographies just touched my heart. And I just wanted to say thank you, sir. Thank you so much for allowing us to have this little opportunity today. And so right now, everybody, you can go on YouTube and watch a biography. And after I close this page, the Facebook page, and close the YouTube page, I'm going to re-sign on to the Facebook page, and I'm going to put the link to the biography on all of my Facebook pages. Okay, so you guys can get it from there and watch it from there and enjoy it. And also right now, if you're on YouTube, it's on YouTube right there. So if you look into the biographies section, the playlist, you'll see the Donnie Williams biography, so you can play for it live. So as we end, I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, we debut the premiere of the man of men, the master of the disaster, the king of Sting, one of the greatest fighters and one of the coolest dudes and one of the most spiritual men I have ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the biography of Bishop Donnie Williams. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Let me sign up here. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. Let me sign up here.